shot. Okay. Fucking hell, I think my mic just switched. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, hi. Hi, Kay. God damn it, why is my mic peaking? Okay, never mind. Oops. Let me just fix my mic really quickly. Raz. Okay. Okay, fucking finally. 10 minutes of work, but it's done. Shouldn't be really noisy. I might look into it later a little bit more. But anyway, looks like just muting it worked. Hope I'm not peaking or everything. Everything should be working just fine, if I say so myself. Hear loud and clear. Yeah, I'm not worried about me being heard loud and clear. I'm more about is the noise coming from the mic so like overwhelming? Because right now it should be fixed with me muting it just like a little bit, going from like around 70% to 50% seems to do the work. But yeah, let me just... Nope. Okay, keyboard is out, mouse clicking is out. Just my not lovely voice. But yeah. Okay, let's go. Screw it. The more time I'm wasting, the less time I have for grind, because, well, grind is always a good thing. Well, not always, but, well, 5.7 thousand to Sverdlov, then Poltava, then Kronstadt, and finally, we don't look at that. Finally, we are done with Soviet Tech Tree. The second one after Japanese one. Then I'll probably move to either Great Britain or Germany. Not today though. In 3 hours of time, like around 3 hours, I think that I'd do probably, let's say, half of Poltava at best. It's worth noticing that I don't have my premium account on. I've forgot to re-enable it, and I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm waiting for this very short grace period that is that will be around, I think, 10th of November, where you can buy cheaper Golden Eagles and buy cheaper 1 year of premium. Really greedy of me, but well, not greedy, cheapskate is a better word for me right now. But it's gonna be better right now. Sec. Okay. So something is not working. Okay, that's Okay, that's 7.0. Did you buy the Leoncello? No, I did not. I did not. The only thing I bought is Yubari. For now. I might be interested in buying something more for Naval. Regarding the Sturmtiger, nope. At this point, from what I've calculated, Sturmtiger is worth 15 bucks. Basically, it's 15 bucks when you buy the Golden Eagles, the discounted Golden Eagles, and buy all the stars. Like, really, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. 35,000 points in 2 days in ground battles. Like, come on. You'll do like, at best what? Let's say... 8,000 to 10,000 points per day. It's per day, I'm talking about per day, not per match, God forbid. But, like, let's say you're grinding with rank 3, rank 4, so 5.0-ish bracket. You're getting around like this 10,000 per day with good wins, 15. At least for me, because I'm like very shitty at the ground. That's why I play Naval and Air. So really, as good and as much of a meme machine the Sturmtiger will be, this is one of the first times I'm gonna say, yeah, go and buy it, don't grind it. You're better off just grinding in your own pace than try and do, well, basically either suffer at top tier for simulator or realistic and grind the points this way, or you just have to play all day to get to 1 star. And 15 bucks is not that much. Leoncello, going back to the question, is quite nice. I've been thinking, but isn't Leoncello discontinued, or is it brought back during this sale? Because I don't know, I knew that you could buy it, well, way before even Italy was announced as a proper tech tree, where you only had the 2 what's it called, 2 tanks, being the M26 and M26, I think, and the P40 Leoncello. But I've never been interested in grinding tanks during these times, and I missed a bit. Not that I really regret not buying things. It's okay-ish, but not to the point of me regretting that I didn't buy it and didn't use it for grind. On a brighter note, I think that this time Gaijin really did a great job with events. The rare vehicles, the 10 rare vehicles, the Sturmtiger, well, of course, Mouse, PO2. It's really nice addition. not like trying to sugarcoat things when I have no like intention to, or I have no merit in doing that. But one of the few times that I can say, yeah, Gaijin did a really good job with 10th anniversary and with events. A lot of people can enjoy them, even if they are only starting, because the grind for rank 2, rank 3 is what? With good wins, you get this few what's it called, few days of premium at the start, then a premium vehicle, so you can grind your way like 1-2 days at best. So basically weekend. Which of the 10 rare vehicles you got? I got the Ya-5, the Soviet motor torpedo boat with the Katyusha rocket launchers. And I got the DB7. I think that's it for now. And I do think that these are like really staged. From the lack of better word, because almost everyone who I know got either one of 4 vehicles, which are Ya-5, DB7, and like I think it was the A13 and something like that. Really. But 1 million points is not that hard, that hard to do. When you count that you have, like what, 15 days almost, oh, not 15, something like 2 weeks of grinding. My first was DB7, next was A13, third was the Yota Soviet boat. Yeah, basically you're proving my point that you only get those, only 6,000 points away from another. Yeah, you're like proving my point that you don't get anything other than that. You only get these few vehicles first, and then it switches more. Nope, Spep, you're going down. Also, I have to disable the shadow play because I had it on for various reasons, which are recording on the I-29 interceptor and the lag. Yep, lag is on my list too. I-29 is alright-ish. Not something that I would enjoy, but because I don't really enjoy using twin-engine fighters, or interceptors for that matter. But lag is something I do wanna get. Probably this I will get right now A13. Oh no, I can't get A13 because I already have one. But yeah, I forgot. Nice. I might get 3 days of premium then. Not that I'm complaining. 3 days of premium might take that over a lot of those vehicles. Especially Ya-5. It's really not good at all. Already had the French plane. So we got premium. And premium is nice. Okay, let's switch to AP. A lot of Helenas here. I don't see anything other. as always. Well, I do have to say I missed streaming for this 2-week break that I took. And then next week, until when is this sale? The sale is around... yeah. If I recall correctly, I might have to check that just after this match, but it's like until 7th of November you can get the 50% off for all vehicles in the texture besides the last 2 updates and premium, and then you can get and then there will be packs going on sale, so you can get packed vehicles. Hi Hammond, everything's fine, just a little bit of technical issues at the start, but right now we're all good to go grinding the Soviet tech tree, because I only need, well, if I can get this right, then only 2 vehicles, only 2 battleships, which is Poltava and then Kronstadt. Some PS4 have been on sale 1 week before, 50% off. Well, I'm talking about PC version because, well, I'm not too on time what's on PS4 or Xbox, well, simply because I don't play there. But if it's so, then it's kind of weird. So Gaijin might just switch that for you, or just cut you off. And you get lesser value. Well, lesser value. However, didn't get Hermann, the German Sherman and T-34 prototype. You don't miss anything, trust me. Paying $60 for what's basically a rank 2 tank. What do you think of Fargo? Warfare review for Cleveland Big Pro? Haven't played Fargo. Basically I switched to Soviets during the time of sale. Though I am a bit interested in Fargo. I do think that it's basically another Cleveland. Look at this quickly. Oh, haven't noticed that much. Cleveland Raider can task more. Is the Raider really necessary in the game where your AA already shoots with really big precision into planes from like 10 kilometers? More 5 inches, but I'm not sure. Visible to 5 inches never is a bad idea. Though those 5-inch, yeah, they are good right now. Because Gaijin still didn't fix the HE and the CP, still they're going way too strong. So we might even kill a battleship with them, if we're lucky enough. You can get Congo or Haruna for sure, and maybe PK. I've had some luck with damaging Parishskaya quite often with those 5 inches. During some naval events I may have been accused of hacks with Pittsburgh Raider. Well, Pittsburgh Raider, people are just not playing enough naval to know about every vehicle. They're going to pick up the MX-30 and AMX-13 and M4. AMX-30 is a good vehicle, it's a good tank. A bit weird because you don't get the hit FS at 9.0, but it's still a very good tank. Or was it AMX-30 Super? I'll have to check, and in the meantime, let me check the anniversary and since when to when. Okay, 31st October, 7th November, 50%. 50% for all modifications, talismans and backups, 50% on premium account, 50% for the Silver Lions and and GE for every Tech 3 vehicle. It was a custom event, 5 guys in close formation, 5 bombers, it was great. Well, so you're saying that you just did you just shoot some HVT into the US bombing tactic. Cool. Storm Tiger until 14th. Okay. 10 rare vehicles until 14th. Mouse until 7th. 10,000 rare packs until 7th. Only you can get right now the funnily enough you can get the 3 boats, which are not worth it, even the 50 euros. And then from 7th to 14th up to 50% off in Gaijin store. So really trying to see if there will be this grace period where you can get both GE and premium account for cheap. Don't think that there will be, but I'll try. I was gonna pick up the P51 pack, T1 and Pacific campaign. P51, the D20 is really good. The Pacific campaign is really good because you get the A6 and 5, which is really great for the 4.7. And T1, I'm not very fond of T1. It's alright-ish, I guess. You get rockets, you get bombs, and you're also in a very big bomber that you can be shot down really easily. Do I see a down tier to 5.0? Żelazniaków, Eugen, Helena, Raleigh. Raleigh is 5.0. Okay, so 6.0, 5.0. Cool. I like it. This 5 is great. Yeah, it is. I do prefer the A7M2. Jesus, that's a flashbang. But that's just my preference. And I had a lot of great dogfights in A6 and 5, especially back in the day when you got the historical matchmaking and you basically were only facing US or British. Why it was so nice? Because most of the times US players were stupid enough to dogfight you. Some still are, but right now the mixed matchup is really not to my liking. Because those same players that you can dogfight, well, they're on your team and they're trying to dogfight the enemy Spitfires. What else? Spitfires, Zeros, Yaks. Can't see shit. Yeah. It's really try and shoot at the outline of the ship. Okay, that's a Belfast. I should really easily penetrate Belfast. Yet I somehow struggle. Did Belfast finally got her armor upgrade? Well, armor upgrade. The realistic armor? I hope so. Yeah, but Belfast is good. Just you have to get used to the guns. And to the... well... to the... what's it called? You do need to remember that Belfast is not Helena, even though they are light cruisers, or even Mikuma, so you just have to go hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, and do not brawl. I would say that Belfast is the squishiest premium cruiser right now. But that's the whole point of like the whole British tech tree, that most of our ships are squishier than Japanese destroyers, and that says a lot. Then again, the armor layout, the armor in itself, it's really how's it called, tricky and wonky. So you can take a lot, and then you can get used to it, and then you cannot get a lot. You cannot take a lot of hits. So you have to constantly switch your mindset from, okay, I can brawl in this match, I cannot brawl in this match, I have to just go and hide. Please just die. Okay, 2% finally. Okay, I'll take the assist. Of course it's Helena, but it's a player Helena, so big change. I might try and go a bit close. Okay, that's Eugen. Let's see if my AP can detonate Eugen. Light cruiser? Wait, heavy cruiser. I was like, light cruiser, but that's Eugen. Eugen is not a light cruiser. At least it's not the last time I checked. Speaking of which, I should try and get the big light cruiser. Think it might be fun to play for a few matches before I toss it out like Ikoma. I know it's fun to shoot at Glorious. I do think that because what's it called? Glorious is 76mm really can't protect shit. The only thing that protects her is that she's big, and that means you have your crew really spread out. Oh, invincible, cool. 6.3. I was wondering what's the deal with me losing my crew so fast from one salvo. It was like Helena, maybe. Which premiums do you recommend to people? Tricky question. First I'd ask them what nations do they want to grind, and then I start recommending, because there's no point recommending Mikuma to someone who doesn't want to play Japan, or Helena for people who don't want to play US. But I would say you're going for money gain, and if you're going for the overall, the best premium in the game, go for Helena. You can't go wrong with Helena, sadly. Hard to detonate, hard to damage, really good crew placement. Hard hitting guns, even though they are just your typical 6 inches, this US 6 inches. Sorry. They are still really hard hitting. You load SAP, you load HEVT, whatever you fancy. And then you wreak havoc. And you earn 30-40,000 per match, with boosters up to 100,000. If you want a little more bit of fun, I would recommend Eugen for the hard-hitting guns. Really one of the easiest premiums to learn how to play. Mikuma is tricky enough, even though she has a great guns. Right now she suffers a little bit because of the thin armor and how the post-penetration works, and how the damage model is fact for all ships. And Pola is good. I would have to say Pola is good. I can't say really a lot because I haven't played her that much. I only got like 3 hours of test drive, so not a lot to check, but those hours I got convinced that yeah, Pola is something that I would consider buying. Belfast is Belfast. Belfast is hard to play, then she can give you lots of fun. What other nation? Żelezniaków. Yeah, Żelezniaków is good. Żelezniaków is like really basic, but because of how basic Żele is, she's good. I granted Italy already, but bought Pola on the way for newly added ships soon. Yeah, that's a good idea. How, like, I think there'll be like 3 months and we'll get the next update. Which we might see the... I was gonna say Julius Cesare, but that's not Andrea class. Cesare has high repair costs. A lot of ships have high repair costs. Oh, Duilio, something like that in the World War II version. So 320mm guns, a lot of AA, quite good top speed, and for a battleship. And here's the thing, even if you have high repair cost, most of the time you will still be earning money. Maybe smaller amount, maybe 10,000, maybe 15,000, but you'll still be in the money because good ships and have something in common. They are really easy to get kills in. You get like what, 1000 score and you already gained enough points to mitigate the repair costs. And sick, double kill. I was looking for a triple, but then that's Helena, that's Żele. No triple for me. Oh, I forgot to mention, Żele has really good ammo protection. Somehow, weirdly enough, you can shoot first all 4 ammunition rooms and still not detonate Żele. Or Chepaev, for that mind. The whole class is ridiculous when it comes to that. But got what I had to say. It's distracted by something. Okay, let's repair. Oh yeah, the explosion. I think 2 ships that pretty much only battleships can detonate are Helena and Żelezniakov. By saying Helena and Żelezniakov, I am talking about both Brooklyn, Chepaev, Mikhail Kutuzov. Well, they all in all. Not just those particular premium ships, because the hull is the same for the class. And they are, I think, they differ, if even, in the armament, maybe crew count, etc. Okay, see, shell room detonated, yet 2% of the crew died. Here is Żelezniakov. Almost got the shell room. Might get it right now. Yep. Shell room, but still only crew. that's invincible, lol. Let's put the old girl out of her misery. Well, I say misery, but dude is the best player in the enemy team. Tick, and maybe 6 kill on Hawkins. Maybe, I don't think so that I'll be able to detonate. Okay, I did something. Ammunition storage, of course, only explosion. More side. Can do a lot to that. Of course it's coming for me. Of course. So let's turn. And try and survive, basically. Jesus. Why me? Why only me? Well, that's it for Zheleznyakov. Still have Chapayev, though. Maybe I spawn in a plane, which is a really stupid idea. But I like stupid ideas. Well, I don't. So I'm gonna spawn in Chapayev. Chapayev. I need to get those free research points from modifications. Okay, let me take a drink. Today on the menu, some Czech dark beer, which I really adore. Okay, looks like my roommate went to sleep or something, so I can be louder. Because why the hell not? Oh yeah, only 2 of them left, so this is gonna be really easy. I say really easy, and then I can't even deal significant damage to Kent from all of them. Oh hi, would you look at that? Maybe even got I can get the 3000 score point mark. I want the HMS Hood. Yeah, get it. Like, what should I say it? For sure. Hood is something that a lot of players would like to get, and having it, I'm not surprised. Hood is, well, first of all, the biggest guns in game. Simply, you deal enough damage just from the sheer mass of those guns, of those shells, sorry, and the only two drawbacks of Hood. First of all, the abysmal turret rotation. You can turn your ship faster than you can turn those turrets. Second of all, the maneuverability. And by that I mean it turns like a... well... It's a bathtub. It's a really heavily armored and armed with big guns, but still a bathtub. Even Pariskaya or the older dreadnoughts, well, like not the newer battleships, but the dreadnoughts can turn better than Hood. Okay, a rare vehicle, and it's a plane, and it's a Heinkel 51, so Heinkel with float planes. I'll take it. Sverdlov bot. Right now, let's go for Poltava. I don't think I'll get Kronstadt, but... well, Poltava is something that I might get during this weekend. This is really my problem with Soviet texture, because after the quite HMS Marlborough is also cool. Yeah, Marlborough is really good to play. And here's my problem with Soviet texture. I mentioned this a lot. Yep, I got the Heinkel from the chest, from the rare vehicle chest. This is my problem with... I repeat myself. 5.7 to 6.0, you get the same ship multiple times. You only get the Kirov class, so the Project 26, or you get the Project 68, which is Chapayev class, better known in West as. You don't get anything else. Mikhail Kutuzov, Chapayev, Sverdlov, Zheznyakov, or I can't identify your accent. Where are you from? Take a guess, and then I'll tell you how far off you are, because well, it's not a distinctive accent. I don't think so, especially now that I put on a bit more I don't want to say Americanized or Anglicified version of them. Well, I was studying English philology, and that's why I have a slight idea how should I pronounce certain words, even though I have a very terrible accent. And but yeah, I'm just gonna give you a hint that I'm from Central Europe. I would say Eastern Europe. Mine is broken. Well, close, because some people say it's Eastern, though most correct, it's Central Europe. Right in the middle, we also have one of the Center of Europe points. Relatively close to me. I even visited it once. It's just a big stone which says, oh, here's a Center of Europe. A lot of people confuse me with being Russian, with being German. Well, less of Russian, or just the eastern parts of, so Ukrainian, Belarusian, all of those Slavic countries. Because they talk like this, with the very stereotypical accent. Okay, let me answer that, and I'm from Poland. So that's why, maybe not very distinctive accent, I would say it's very thick and hard. Especially with how we roll our R's. Something. Czech Republic, maybe Austrian, could be also Hungary. The Czech Republic was the closest, but yeah, Poland. Austrian accent, I think, sounds very similar to German, to the southern parts, Bavarian. Forgot where Schwabia is. Almost I thought that, but you sound very fluent in some words, some yeah. Yeah, as I said, I might sound fluent in some words because I studied English philology, so the phonetics, grammar, etc., for like 2 years. Then I dropped out and changed the courses. And that's why, like I said, I have this slide, well, maybe not slide, but I have this idea and how should the certain words be pronounced. I know how they should sound, but then I'm too old. Mine's mostly from British tourists here in Spain. Life is what it is. Well, like a lot of people say, and especially for those that word that their English is not the best, is not well, how should I say it? Well, basically it's not good. As long as you are understand. As you are understand. As long as you can be understand. And then most of the people like don't care if you speak with proper grammar, if you speak with proper pronunciation. They're just like, okay, point got across. Could we get Polish ships? First of all, we already have one, ORP Garland in British Territory, the cheapest premium in the game, the 3.7 G class. With Polish ships, there's this problem. Gaijin likes to push the top tier. They like to sell, well, basically they want to sell 5.7, 6.0, 5.7, 6.0 premiums for every tree. And with Polish Navy, when you consider how scarce it was during World War II and Interwar, we might get just one very small tree with the top tier being ORP or HMS Danae. Danae or Konrad. 2 cruisers that Poland got. Both were Danae class. If Błyskawica's 4.3, 4.7, I would say 4.7 might even be 5.0. Also copy-paste N-class Piorun, Bully Bismarck. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. 3 salvos for Poland. Well, and that's also a problem, because Poland got most of their ships, besides those built during interwar, from Britain, and they were not built by a design, they were just given. And the only battleship that Poland might get would be the Dreadnought Paris, which was never used by Poland, but there were plans for Poland to receive one of the old French dreadnoughts after the French fleet was quote-unquote captured by British. Well, seized. Oh, seized is a better word. And there were plans to get the Paris dreadnought under first full Polish, then mixed Polish and French navy, but under Polish flag. The World War II US civil carrier until the 90s operating with Harriers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about. And yeah, that was the story of how Poland could get a battleship. We never got one because Dedalo CB. Yeah, Dedalo. I forgot the name. But yeah, we didn't have enough crewmen to just, well, fulfill the crew requirement for a battleship. It's a Fletcher in Steel World War II config. Hey, artillery ships still being strong. I'm not gonna lie. That means Poland modernized their navy faster than Spain. Argentinian ships. Because we got our ships from Soviets. Well, of course we got them because we were a puppet state of Soviet Union. But we got the modernized Kotlin class 2 as a submarine, but we got the Project 56 as missile destroyers. Basically got missile destroyers from the beginning. The only World War II ships that we received back was Błyskawica, because, well, the significance, as it was one of the only ship that survived whole World War II. We can try to get at least Soviet ships. We are close to the world, and in the 70s we kept a high Leander class till 70s. Yeah, blame Franco. Funnily enough, you guys opened up to the world just right after the death of Franco. Meanwhile, what do you think will happen with the jet problem in Naval, since they are adding more modern ships with guided missiles to deal with them, like Douglas and Italian MTB? You mean Freccia and Douglas are not good missile boats. Missile frigates, well, the smaller boats, I forgot the name. But no, if you're thinking that they are the counter to jet problem, no, they are not. They are just added because first, with Freccia, Gaijin experimented. With Douglas, they wanted cheap money because well, Douglas has a gimmick, and that gimmick is having missiles. We will not get missile destroyers, missile cruisers really for a long time. US wanted friends against Soviets, so military while Franco was alive somewhere in the 60s. US wanted friends against Soviets, so Franco was the obvious choice. Yeah. It's funny how they are really turning a blind eye to the extreme level of right-wing politics when they have interest to that. They'll just limit plain BR, I think. I hope so. Because without the plain limit BR, which we already have, so they would just need to tweak that a little bit. We will get to the point because Gaijin is lazy. Well, no, it's not like I discovered America. But Gaijin is lazy, so we might get to a point where if the player base won't nag Gaijin a lot about that to fix the problem, to deal with that, we'll get to the point with, well, that's really far in the future, but for example, Iowa in her World War II configuration, or Yamato, or I don't know, Musashi, whatever you wanna call HMS Vanguard, dealing with Phantoms, dealing with F-14s. Same thing with, well, plain BR right now suffers too, the top tier, because at one point you have things like MiG-21s, F-4 Phantoms, I don't know, Harriers, Jaguars, and then you get F-14, MiG-23, A-10, SU-25. It's really good and bad, but a simple decompression I don't think would work here. For this stuff to work, Gaijin would really have to put a lot of work and address the problem at its core. So it's not just a simple compression or decompression that will help, but a lot of things like a limited matchup, not even like one BR plus minus, but basically a lot of limitations, which I don't think will happen at all. Well, not at all, but maybe not at all, but it won't happen in a really long time, simply because as long as it's working, Gaijin will not fix that. If it's not working, then Gaijin will fix that. And we are getting to the point where this will not be maybe fixable, but this will not be easily fixable. But plain BR limitation to Naval is the first step that Gaijin should make. Right now 7.0, so I would say, for example, Nagato, when she will come, will be at 7.3 or 7.7 even, meaning 8.0, 8.3 jets. Oh, something like that. So, maybe I'm not afraid of jets as much, because as much as of the certain jets. Like you can't compare Canberra to A-10. One is a bomber, which can be somewhat relatively easily be dealt with, and the other will well, shoot at you from... What's the range of the guided ATGMs? The laser ones or the TV ones? 14 kilometers or something like that. Your AA won't pick up that. And last thing you will see is just your ship exploding because, whoops, there's an A-10. Okay, let's do something like that. Maybe those torpedoes will hit. Okay, at least I have Chapayev still. Oh no, PK killed Komuna. There, PK killed Kronstadt. Age of Sail 1 Gaijin. That would be a cool idea to revisit the Age of Sail. We know that the models are still being kept around because in Hangar you have the sail... the sail ship from the April Fool's event. That is located right next to I think it's one of your highest or something like that ship. Not my 144 gun ship of the line. That's a cool idea, not gonna lie. But at this point it's gonna be even more boring than your normal match. Because you will just go around and shoot everything. HMS Victory, Santissima Trinidad, second electric, 2 electric Boogaloo. Yeah. You didn't kill the BC. Okay. Yeah, because I don't have HEVT. Now I killed it. What? Well, Age of Sail would be nice. But I'm more interested, will Sweden get an IB? Well, Rick, you just... I just wanted to talk about that. Yes. I think they will. But you are in Navy, how did I don't know this? Well, I was there. Yes, I know you are there. I'm not a very, how's it called? I'm not a very active member in a Discord. I do talk from time to time. That's why you probably didn't notice me. But yeah, about Swedish Navy. Swedish Navy would be quite nice to even though Ironclad's looking good. Yeah. Yeah, Sweden would get, because Sweden has, well, if you count them as a battleships, then you have coastal defense ships, a lot of them, with the Finnish tech tree, the sub tech tree. Then you can get even Finnish ships, so even more battleships. There's no my trusty for people and I'm ready to go. So yeah, Swedish and Finnish Navy would be a nice addition, not gonna lie. A lot of battleships. Maybe another Nordic Fleet Tech 3. I would have to check because I don't remember if... Wait, gunship is in this game. Fucking hell, I didn't notice even. I'm like, I see this. I remember this league. Denmark, Swede, Finnish, and Norwegians. Just a mixed tech tree. That would be nice to see. Are they good battleships? Kinda. They're not like very what should I say? Excellent. They are not your typical yeah, basically kind of little battleships. They're not your typical battleships that you might think of. They are more in kind of battle cruisers, yet no. It's hard to explain. It's like HMS Glorious but way better. Because they were most of the times they were made to protect the shallow seas of Baltic, of Black Sea, or maybe even North Sea for Finland. They were operating on shallower seas, so you know that of course Glorious Sea Comma style. Yes and no, because they had way better armor and a protection. And also mobility. So they were this kind of mix of World War I mixed with World War II design. So you get the World War II with things like AA, with things like better boilers, better ammunition, and even guns. And then you get the World War I design of a doctrine, because operating on a shallower seas, less reliance on armor, in kind of a battle cruiser, and then somehow it works. Yeah, let me just check Discord. Okay, we have 3 planes, they have 2 ships. I wonder who will win. Maybe they have 1 ship. Still 400 tickets, 400 to 5,000. Oh, GG. I'm out of spawn. Because you have currently 0 because we cannot prevent this PK from capturing the point. Sadly, it was a very close call. If we were lucky enough to kill this Parishskaya and this one, I don't even know what that was, probably another Russian. Then we might have a chance, because Pika is slow enough to not be able to get back here. They have 3 ships. Okay. Also picked Hori prototype. Hori prototype is nice. Just don't rely on its armor. You're in the range of hit FS shells from or sabots from basically everyone. Just you have a really good gun depression, decent armor to bounce a lot of things, so just pick a sniping spot and then kill everyone because those shells are really good. AP or ventilation? AP or ventilation? Let's go with AP because right now it's kinda the best thing to pick. Like Hori is what? 6.7, yeah. Yeah, so still hit FS. 150 millimeter, but it's front flat, 90 degrees. You're grinding E100. There's E100 in the game that you can grind. No, there's only mouse. E100 is only on marketplace and probably sold out if I remember correctly. Or I don't know about something. M8, A13. No, that's the only things. Ah, the tournament. The tournament. Okay. Okay, now it makes sense. No, I do not. I do not. I don't even grind the PO2 because I wanted to try it then. They put it in a tournament for anniversary. Yeah. Now I know. Well, thing is, Isaac. This was a naval or air tournament. With then I might have a chance, especially with World War II planes, but it's a tank. I don't have enough tanks, for example, because the tournament ones. No, not Storm Tiger, the E100. No, screw that. We're bringing PK right now. I crave some battleship gameplay, even though I might get killed right away. Okay, me and Alaska only. That's not very good. I'm just waiting for the last two guys, people to spawn. But no, only two battleships. Well, battleship and a battle cruiser or a large cruiser. Basically, it's the same. They have what they have Scharnhorst. That's what I see first. Probably a lot more too. A hit. Okay, I can't see, I can't target, but they can target me. Yeah, sounds fair, Gaijin. Sounds fair. Still can't, still can't. Oh, this is a very intense match from a get-go. I didn't expect it to be so heated. You tried War on the Sea? No. I am going to pick it up if it goes on sale for Christmas. Right along with Destroyer, the U-boat hunter. Both of the games I'm interested in, though a bit more in the U-boat, because it's one of the few, if not the only, realistic games where you can command Destroyer, and not in an RTS way, or not in a not like in Ultimate Admirals, not like in War on the Sea, where you can control one ship, but it's more of a set a command and then wait for execution. And it's not like in War Thunder. About it, and it was great. Right now I'm playing it, and I can tell you cities are meta. Wolfpack 345 has done a very good US campaign. Yeah, I've seen... well, I'm subscribed to Wolfpack. I've seen his US campaign, I've seen his Japan campaign for War on the Sea. Haven't seen his newest one. I think he played like Dutch. I think it was Dutch something. Civis are meta. Well, civis are meta everywhere. In real life, in games, in history. Kinda shows how important they were and they are. But I would be... I did my US campaign with only 5 losses, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see. But not gonna lie, it would be really funny to see battleships making comeback. So like, maybe not for car. Yeah, the new has Dutch and Breeze. Very cool. It's almost lost, to be honest. Well, still hasn't seen it. I might check it out after the stream. Doesn't give any points, supplies, etc. Extra hard. Ew. Well, that's not good. But what was I saying? Ah, yeah. Battleships making comeback in real life. With things like modern CIBS, modern anti-air protection, but still keeping the, let's say, 410mm guns. Received I-29. Good job. Nice. Now you can be the Red Menace. Not gonna lie, you got lucky. M8 is also nice. Yeah, but you can get M8 in Chinese Tech 3 right from the get-go, so... M8 is... what do I do is every night he uploads a video, I come back from uni, just do some rice and go watch it. Yeah, that's a nice idea, but I'm doing very similar. I come home from work and just watch some videos or work on videos, depending on what I'm in a mood currently. If I'm not tired enough. Speaking of which, I do have like 2 scenarios that that are currently being written for reviews. One is for Britain and one is for Soviets. Right now, I currently don't have enough time to do everything, so either I do procrastinate and watch, I don't know, some VTuber clips or some documentaries, or I work on my YouTube channel. Yeah, the big bomber is fun. I do think that the bombers are fun at the low BR, and then they got worse and worse with every BR increase they get. TB3. Yeah, that's the name. Yes, 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 yes. I have Congo to shoot at. Wait, is it Congo? Is Haruna? Not only low when I started on level 40, I main B17. Arabian Sim. Wait, so when did you start? If you started playing Sweden or if you started War Thunder? Because now I'm confused. Oh, not this B17. I'm sorry. Is a skyrocket good? Nah, not really. I got confused. I thought about the Swedish B17 and I was like, no, but I do know that you started way earlier, from what I recall. And I was like, yeah, the US B17 starting 2020. Also, you might. Skyrocket, well, from what going back to Skyrocket, from what I saw, really easily overhits, and oh, maybe if you do some bomber hunting, then you can have a bit of fun, but I wouldn't recommend it, like, playing for the sake of dogfighting or even trying and fight any fighters. Just boom and zoom and that's it. Sim is fun. Yeah, Sim is fun, though I just can't get into it. I've seen a lot of people, I've tried it multiple times, and my feelings about Sim is that it's good, but it's not for me. It's not like I don't see the appeal. But still, not a fan of Blagorodny. Well, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Spokojny, so which is basically a copy-paste of Blagorodny. Or Blagorodny is a copy-paste of Spokojny. Kerch. I mean, Kerch the destroyer or Kerch the cruiser? Because Kerch cruiser is copy paste of 5.7 Italian cruiser, and Kerch the reserve destroyer. I don't think I've seen at least one person playing it. Cruiser. Yeah, that's Italian. That's copy paste. You have what? Duca d'Aosta class. After playing IL-2 sim has become very arcade. Also, I got Kerch 3.3 in Inspiration to grind reserve USSR. Yeah, I don't think even with a lot of desperation I would buy or even consider buying Kerch. Kerch is the later version of Italian cruiser that isn't in the tree yet. Still, it's really bad idea to maybe not play it, but the whole addition of Kerch is a bad idea. I'm really not a big fan of adding copy-paste vehicles from other trees when there's really a lot of things that you can add like from indigenous designs. That's why I don't like Yugure that much. It's a Fletcher. It's just a Fletcher. Kerch is the best because it's not Italian. Kind of. I do have to agree. Italy suffers, and truly suffers. Geniere too. Kerch also has fast reload. Yeah, I do know about Kerch's advantages, the pros. Geniere better to grind than Tigre. Well, at this point you're better off with going for Pola and grinding with Pola and not some destroyers. I do really dislike Italian destroyers. Like, I don't know, I just can't find myself playing one and going, yes, this is a good destroyer. Kerch is a hidden gem, people don't buy it because YouTubers say it's bad. Well, YouTubers say that the Naval is bad too. And yet people are playing Naval. Nah, but jokes aside, I wouldn't say it's because YouTubers say it's bad, but it's because what here basically, let me just check. And where is not here, not here. Oh, here. Basically, Eugenio di Savoia is Kerch, but in Italian tech tree and with different torpedoes and slight changes to secondaries. Let me just compare those two. Yep, same armor. I'm not gonna say same crew count. Even more crew count than I would say even get Eugenio and screw Kerch. The 37mm are good, I have to say, but does this small change from 20mm to 37mm is enough to justify me spending 3000 golden eagles on this light cruiser? No. And all in all, I do think that Kerch should be 5.7 and Eugenio di Savoia should be 5.3, if anything. Or both should be 5.7, depending on whatever you want. It's a small ship to... It's a small ship to hard. Yeah, it is a small ship. Mediterranean, and a ship needed to grind USSR. No? You buy Żelezniaków? Or you buy Blagorodny? And you can grind Soviet Tech 3 way easier. Yeah. Especially since I always say it like that. Both. Well, if you have enough golden eagles, then yeah, both. But if you don't, and if you really have to spend either 3,000 or 4,000 golden eagles, I would say spend 4,000 and buy Żelezniaków. Don't buy Kerch. Not because it's bad, but because Żelezniaków is way better. Even though it's 6.0, 5.3. At 5.3 you don't have a really great lineup. You have Spokojny or Blagorodny. And I would say that's it. Krim and Kafkas are shit. Well, it's really not the time to censor myself. Those two at 5.0, 5.3 are shit. Just both. Oh my god. Both in guns. Well, they have armor, and that's it. They don't have guns, they don't have mobility, they don't have torpedoes, they don't have survivability besides armor. If this armor is penetrated, then it's kaput. You're dead. And making a lineup with only two ships means you either are going for only two deaths and then you go out, or you just or you just use backups for every single match. Well, maybe not for every single, because you might get lucky and not die in one, but that's really not something that happens very often. Okay, Kronstadt, me and Haruna. Okay. Okay. Not the worst combination. I've seen way worse. By way worse, I mean I'm the only battleship in against an enemy that's full of battleships. I really want Admiral Shear. Well, Shear might be... Fuck, misclick. Hope that... Nah, that's a miss complete. Well, Shear might be added as a battle pass or as a reward for The new operation event? Question mark. Oh man, of us really don't want my Grey Ghost. No enterprise for you. Well, no, you can get enterprise, but you get the maid enterprise, so the British light cruiser. But no, let me correct myself. Sheer won't be added right now. Simply because Ostfriesland was the last reward. And so Germany will not get anything in next event. I would say my best bets are on US or Britain to get something in the winter event. I don't know what for US, for Britain I don't know. Probably 5.7 heavy cruiser. Do you want the Swedish Bill M40? No, I do not. I'm very no into Swedish tech tree. It's gonna be Sheffield. Okay, here mates walking. Probably British will be my very pulse. Well, from what we saw, Gaijin doesn't like adding ships. No, if it's from crafting event, then I don't have it for sure. From what we saw, Gaijin don't like adding new classes into rewards. They're adding planes, new tanks, but not new ships. Because, see, Ostfriesland is basically Helgoland. Haruna is Congo. So, and for Britain we have what? Admiral class, so only Hood? Or we have things like dreadnoughts. So no, I don't think this will be Repulse, Renown, Queen Elizabeth or Prince of Wales either. My best bets would be on right now, after a bit of thinking, because, well, this rarely happens. My best bets would be right now on US, maybe another Arizona? Nelson? No, like I said, Gaijin doesn't like adding new classes of ships into the game as rewards. That would be first one, and I don't know if it would be a good thing or a bad thing. I would say that would be a bad thing, because then that means they will introduce us to a lot of ships as a premium, as a reward, that are completely unobtainable. Guam? Maybe. Guam might be. But I'm thinking more of... I have to check because I forget the names. Either Wyoming class or North Dakota class. Slight chances that this will be next Arizona. Isn't Arizona the, what's it called? New Mexico class? Ships of United States Navy. Yep, here. Now, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania class. Found it. Might see Pennsylvania. And if I recall, Pennsylvania was actually modernized during World War II. So I would say that's something that we can look forward. Like, don't get me wrong, second Alaska would be nice to get, especially now that I don't own still the first Alaska. So being able to get Alaska without grinding through Cleveland, through Fargo, well, I have Cleveland, but through Fargo, Brooklyn, etc. would be nice. But my best bets are on Pennsylvania. World War II version of Pennsylvania, but still Pennsylvania. So people can be all happy. They have their Arizona, but it's Arizona that actually works. Yeah, US ship for sure. US ship for sure. Wouldn't bet on USSR. I wouldn't bet on Italy. Maybe some dreadnought from World War I for Britain, or maybe things like Guam, Pennsylvania for US. That are the safe bets that will probably happen. Not gonna lie. Well, fuck me. Okay, 3 torpedoes, no flooding, no damage at all. The hell? Where are they? Were those Scharnhorst torpedoes? If so, then they're really lacklusting. You really had better damage with Maxim Gorky torpedoes, which are completely abysmal. Or maybe he didn't set it to 4 meters. Well, that might be the case too. Okay, let's fly. Because why not? Those were damn right. Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't bet on that because I didn't pay attention, but I would say yes. 1.5 second. Okay, that's not this. Okay, next one. It's the next. Let's call this strait between these islands. Oh, okay. Okay. I will say I did my job. Like Sabaton sang, I did the worthy sacrifice. I pressed the second bomb a bit too fast for my liking, but at this point I was going balls deep into this Scharnhorst. My TSMA. T-35 land ship, good. It's a meme machine. It's quite fun to play, probably one of the best when it comes to the land ships. Especially don't buy independent or Neubaufahrzeug. I think that's how it's pronounced. Well, maybe a premium marble. Maybe. Marlborough was Iron Duke class, yes? Yeah, Iron Duke. So we could get I mean, well, now that you say that, we might get premium Iron Duke in the what's it called? Well, no, now that I'm reading about that, now that I'm reading about her, no, the best case would be a World War I version of Iron Duke, simply because she was way worse in her World War II and interwar version than her World War I. Losing 2 turrets, then losing another 2. Canary practice ship my ass. But yeah, Marlborough, maybe, I don't know. Maybe. For sure not another hood, because there was no another hood. Only one of Admiral class. Not gonna lie. Admiral class was a bit flawed. The idea of premium battleship is very, very sure it's coming. Maybe, but for a premium battleship, I don't know. Right now, from what we see is they basically don't do anything for top tiers. So you don't get top tier premium planes. You don't get besides, well, packs or something like that. Don't get top tier premium tanks. Only the event ones. So I don't know. Germany still needs a premium destroyer. Germany has plenty of premium destroyers. So no, I don't think so. Maybe another, like a premium cruiser, another one. Of cruisers premiums in the store are gone. Yeah, because they were they were sold in the game, then they were put into the packs, and then again into the game. So this is just Gajin reversing the choices. The piece was in the files, so was surplus. Yes, exactly. The files are like 2 years old from right now, but yes, we still haven't seen them. And still things like ISA, so Hyuga in World War II version. The piece will go in the tree. No, Tirpitz will not go in the tree. Bismarck will go into the tree. Tirpitz might be just like the case with Congo and Haruna. Haruna, reward. Congo, tech tree. Same here. Bismarck, tech tree. Tirpitz, reward from crafting event, operation event, whatever you wanna call it. Germany doesn't have a premium destroyer. I'm gonna go on Wiki because right now I am in a match, so I can't see it. Not Coastal Fleet, Blue Water Fleet. Germany has 5 premium destroyers. So I don't know what you're talking about, but they clearly have. How they're going to buy food for hamsters then? Well, here's the thing. From what I saw, interns are... they switched from hamsters to interns. They're giving them crack cocaine. Have you seen all of those shorts that they're producing? Bismarck comes after Bayern line. Yeah, probably. Wouldn't be so sure. Tip is after Helgoland line. I mean... more efficiently, well done, Gaijin. Battle cruiser line gets nice now. Well, here's the thing. Most of those ships are copy-paste, and yes, Gneisno was Scharnhorst's sister ship. Same with Tirpitz being the sister ship of Bismarck. And besides a few cases like Omaha class and Soviets, but we don't talk about Soviets, and even then, no battleships. We don't have any copy, well, quote-unquote copy-paste vehicles in the tech tree. All of the tech tree vehicles are unique. The copy-pastes are usually reserved for rewards. Battle pass for operations and for other events. Berlin has a top vehicle. Yes, of course. So you're saying that, for example, HIA would be after Congo, or because, well, same fast battleship line? Even though HIA is basically the same as Congo with visual changes like the superstructure of a prototype Yamato. Just like Yamato and Musashi will have both a separate research line. No, they won't. No, they won't. Yamato would be a tech tree and Musashi would be a reward, I don't know, premium or event vehicle. For sure Musashi would not be another tech tree vehicle. Battleships are not as maybe not as unique, but for on the sea, 4,000 pounds of bombs. Hellcat, sure, why not? On Hellcat, sure, why not? That for 2 tons. Well, that must have been one strong of a Hellcat. Okay, Musashi will be a cash grab. Yeah, but it will be a good cash grab. Not gonna lie, I'm almost convinced to get Musashi if she will ever come as a premium. Not because, and not just don't go for Yamato. Not because I don't like Yamato, but because I like Musashi more. Gashin's preparing to commence milking. First, besides Yamato, we must get Nagato. Nagato and Mutsu. So, still quite a long journey before us. If Enterprise comes out, I'm willing to buy her also North Carolina, just to make her company. I don't like my anti-sad. Well, first of all, I don't think we will ever see a playable carrier. That's the first thing. Second thing, North Carolina, yeah, she will come. Carriers would be such hard idea to implement someday. I mean, for example, carriers in World of Warships work, well, because there's no playable planes. You don't get playable planes, that's why you can control whole squads of them. Yamato Musashi is already in the game, it's in the Pacific Campaign mission. Yeah, the death of Yamato or something like that. Yeah, it is, but it's the old model. So probably what we will get in the game will differ completely. Really, don't look at AI planes, AI ships, because Well, if you want to, you can look at them, but you will see really big difference when it comes to details. Like even right now, after this match, I can go. Do you have naval action? What's a naval action? Like, I get it, it's a game, but never heard of it. Is it good? Hardcore Age of Sail game. Ah, Age of Sail. No, I'm afraid I'm not really interested in Age of Sail as much when it comes to gameplay reasons. Kinda that lately devs make Gaijin look like an example to follow. But to be honest, Gaijin is an example to follow, even though it's a really bad example in a lot of cases. But for a free-to-play game, I don't think you can get anything better. Even every update naval action dies more. That sucks to hear. But yeah, you should play Order of Battle World War II. Oh, that's a strategy game. Looks like a very scuffed version of Civilization. 120 players in September to 40 now. Well, a lot of games, a lot of hardcore games are dying right now. Sadly. The World War I, the Verdun, Pannenberg and Isonzo are dying already too. I think what was it called? Over the Trenches or something like that. Beyond the Wire. Is dying too. German DLC is fun alongside the Soviet one. Oh no, I have to buy a game, then I have to buy DLCs, so no. Verdun is very much alive. Let me check on Steam charts. Verdun has 114 players right now. In fact, Verdun is the most played in whole World War I trilogy. Yeah, that makes me sad. Okay. Every time I can get servers, no problem. Well, yes, but maybe that's a bad comparison, but compared that to Postscriptum player base to, I don't know, even Hell Let Loose, even though Hell Let Loose is a bit more arcadey. I know that World War I is not the desirable setting of a FPS, but still Postscriptum gets way more players than Verdun. Given that there is not a lot of World War I shooters. Because besides what, hold fast and the too much bolt action for people. Yeah, people really don't like the static or the bolt action. Same thing why in Battlefield 1 bolt action were almost only reserved to sniper and medic, and even then medic gets the self action, self-loading. They do like bolt action. Bolt action. Not the best. Okay, single mission. Yamato's death. I'm just gonna show you, Rick, what I was talking about. A new World War 1 game is coming, focusing on Italy. Yeah, Isonzo. It already came out. I just wanna show you how the Yamato's model look in the game right now. The AI one. That's in the single mission, that's in the Pacific campaign. I don't have Pacific campaign, so that's why I'm just using the single mission to showcase it. Because those models were not updated since the addition. So like let's say 8 to 7 years, something like that. PS2 Yamato, exactly. Here, this is how Yamato looks like in the game right now. You don't get the proper superstructure. You don't even get 4K textures. I think the best looking things on this are main guns, even though they look scuffed too. Secondaries are not properly modeled. The whole ship just lacks every detail whatsoever. And yours, well, PS3 maybe. Yeah, maybe the early version, the early PS3 version. And you're telling me that this is something that Gaijin should add as a tech tree, as a vehicle to a tech tree, because I don't think so. Are those British 140mm? I think so too. I mean those? I think so too, because back then they didn't have the, what's it called? The proper models for that, so they just strapped whatever they had currently and called it a day. It looks similar, so yeah, screw that. In the part, the small ones, and that was the pom-poms? I think that's... Oh, shit. Yeah, but that was just like a showcase. That, yeah, even though something is in the game, doesn't mean that it should be in a game. Just compare that to even PK. Like, I don't know if you see it, but I see a lot of differences. Even on a very much empty looking hull. I would say that this hull just PK, even though it's really low, empty, it has more details and more polygons than Yamato from the mission. Also, I wanna show you guys one thing, because you said about the Age of Sail, probably you saw that, but here's the two things. So yes, they do have still nuclear submarines and the Age of Sail ships in the game. Just a showcase for those that do not know about that. You can see them, you can go into them. They have all the same details as way back in 2015 or something like that. Them long link in the PS3 Yamato, those are in the A part. Yeah. Yeah, so I can just hop on, do nothing because, well, this is a nuclear submarine, so there's nothing going on here. More details are here. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's play like maybe one more game, then I'll call it a day. But yeah, I don't think so that well, even if something is in the game, I don't. If you go to the human, you can swim. Yeah, I know, but it was just a fast showcase, and it's way faster to just do the unsell than to go click on the human and then walk over, etc, etc. Oh hey, Arizona. Speaking. Hope sale is going until 20th. Nope, it's until let me check. War Thunder. Sale is, well, first of all, sale for 50% in the game is until 7th, and the pack sale is from 7th to 14th. So sadly no, it's not until 20. Sorry to break it to you. It would be nice if they made it a bit longer, because, well, 10-year anniversary, etc, etc, but yeah, I do know that they don't wanna overdo everything. On PS4 as well. They didn't specify where, so probably on the PS4 too. So you have time, well, you have 2 more days for the tech tree. So 2 more days to grind whatever vehicle you want, or grind DSL, so you can get it for 50% off, or buy something for 50% off from the premium vehicles. You have 2 more days to buy yourself a premium account on a cheaper rate, and then you, after those 2 days, you can get basically only packs from the store. From 7th to 14th, so 1 week that you can get packs. I don't have anything to recommend from packs, so I'm just gonna skip them. If SU-25 would be on sale, then I'd consider buying it, but Gaijin explicitly said 2 last updates, so sadly no SU-25 for me. On 14th I get money. Well, Well. And you gotta be quick. I don't know how it is counted, because for me it's until the noon, so until 12. I forgot whether PM or AM. Screw it. Until 12, until noon. That I can buy everything. And then it's gone. So basically, well, that differs for all of the people. Whether it's 1 hour or 1 hour ahead, 1 hour behind. Luckily for me, my payday is on 10th, so I can get something. At least I don't miss Black Friday. Oh yeah, actually, Black Friday is coming. Maybe something nice can be bought. Well, the Black Friday is really a big scam. The day or two before shops are overcharging everything, like upping the price way than what is considered normal, and then it goes to a normal price and calls it a sale. Hey, it's Black Friday sale. Black Prince. Oh, this Black Friday. The Gaijin. Yeah. Yeah, that too. I forgot that Gaijin does sale on Black Friday too. So Black Prince, Black Hawk, and 2 more vehicles that I forgot which, but I'm completely not interested in. Black Prince. Black Prince is it's not that good. It's the only redeeming quality about Black Prince is the 17-pounder. And given how long you have to go to even use the guns, yeah, it's not worth it because you're way too slow. The armor, even though it's good, don't get me wrong, you can protect yourself against APHE. You can't be protected against hit FS, you can't be protected against APDS. I was gonna say APFSDS, but does the pack return 3 vehicles from fighter aces? Wait, which pack from fighter aces? So you mean the... Oh yeah, this one. Okay, I know, the Prendergast Spitfire, the got the Botswick or Wanowski, Thunderbolt, etc. I think it's should be around the 11th of November or something like that, the Independence Day for a lot of countries, or Remembrance Day for the English-speaking countries. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a good night. I'll have a good night too. See ya. Okay. Okay, let's focus. Let's focus. Let's keep this last game as good as possible. Damn it. One hit and of course I'm on fire. Okay, that might be a good shot. That could have been a good shot. If I didn't miss it. A lot of Żelazniaków sent Helenas. Like really a lot. Botters really upped themselves and bought way more accounts. It's gonna be funny because we're gonna win by the ticket loss. Because they will not cap C in time. Even if they do. You already have the advantage. The really big advantage. So the only thing, well, the best thing you can do is just shoot. Shoot here, shoot there. Shoot Helena, shoot Żelazniaków, shoot Helena, shoot Żelazniaków. Or shoot that Wyoming or North Dakota. I think that's Wyoming. For sure that's not Arizona. So the target has appeared by itself. And no damage. Cool. I really miss the times where AP was considered as good show. Okay, let's go. That should be a hit. It was a bad hit. Still a hit. Like really right now battleships encounters are just a slugfest. Who will shoot more first? Because of how bad damage models are done. So right now I can try and go shoot SAP and probably do more damage than with AP for to a battleship. Just really something that should be happening. But it is. Shit. Getting tired. But no matter. I got my kills, I got my score. Yeah, see. Did more damage with SAP than with AP. And that was Wyoming. Very stupid thing. Do I even wanna spawn? Yeah, I do, why not? Okay, never mind. 0 tickets. Okay, so on this positive accent, with this quite a good win, I do think that I'll be ending today's stream. Thanks to everyone who dropped by. Thanks for everyone who were chatting with me, were kind enough to chat. And well, tomorrow's another stream. I don't know whether it, or not it will be again from Soviets, or maybe change it something to British. Have some fun with Hood and the boys in the Hood. I'll see, maybe even not War Thunder stream at all, but that is all in the future that I will decide later on Saturday. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and if you do, well, why the hell not? Leave a like, leave a dislike, subscribe or not, if you think that my content is what you wanna see more. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon wherever you are. This was Winter out, and see you tomorrow.